Hey there. It's been a while since I created a video. I've been really busy. I was laid off for a while and now I'm back to work. I don't have much time to edit a lot of videos. And a lot of my videos that involve gaming do involve some minimal editing to actually more, especially when I'm doing some of those anime reaction kind of, not really reactions. I guess they're just more like riffing of the videos. So I haven't really uploaded in a really long time. I'm gonna do some content now that I've never really done, which is film reviews. Right now, I'm watching altogether 15 movies at the Digital Film Festival for Fantasia, which is normally a festival I go to pretty much every year in Montreal. Um, I have never done film video reviews, so this might be absolutely terrible. Let me know in the comments if it's not good, because it definitely might not be. I've never done this before. I'm kind of nervous. I even asked on one of the Facebook group and even in the Discord for the film festival whether I should even be doing this because I was scared maybe I might be infringing on stuff. I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. I might discuss some themes that happened, or I might mention a scene but not actually give you any details about what happens in the exact scene. So the film I'm going to talk about today is The Reckoning by Neil Marshall. He made The Descent. He made Dog Soldiers, which, if you've never seen, is a pretty great werewolf. Probably one of my favorite werewolf movies. Um, he worked on Game of Thrones, which I had no idea, but I don't. On Game of Thrones, I only watched the first season, so regardless, I don't know about that, but he did apparently, and you can actually tell when you watch this movie that it like the way the set is made, the actual like characters, their costumes. You can tell this is made by somebody who worked on Game of Thrones. Honestly, um, I liked it. It's a good movie. My girlfriend watched it with me. She had mixed thoughts. She didn't really care for it. We had her parents over. They seemed to like it, but that literally means nothing because they change their mind constantly on stuff. I've shown them movies and they go to my face, "It's great," and then they go to work and because my girlfriend works with them, and they're like, "We hated that." I'm like, "Why didn't you just tell me?" It's not like I'm gonna be offended and make the movie. Anyway, so to get to the movie, I'm gonna talk about the things I liked. Um, I really liked. Well, the acting is phenomenal from pretty much everyone. I can't say that the acting is bad at all. Main actress is great. The actual Robert Pertwee is really good. Everyone is like I can't. There's nothing wrong with the acting. And I forgot to go over what the movie's even about. So just to heads up, I'm just gonna go do that. It's a movie that's based in the Great Plague in the 1600s and the subsequent witch trials. So this is about this woman called Grace. Her husband dies, sort of, from the virus, and basically her landlord is demanding her to pay rent, and she doesn't really, from what I can tell, she doesn't have a job. It was basically the husband that was doing all the work, and eventually things come to a head with that, and she's forced by other means to pay. She's not for well. He tries to force her to pay with other means. That doesn't go so well for him or anyone, for her either. It kind of screws her over really. Um, and basically she's accused of being a witch. None of this is spoilers, by the way. That's pretty much all in the description of the film. If you look on the Fantasia film website, that's basically the basic plot. Woman's husband dies. Woman is accused of being a witch. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like a similar to Witchfinder General or something along those lines. Um, I did enjoy all the set pieces, all the like the actual let's say all the costumes. Most of the characters felt very in the time. Like there were a lot of characters that are very dirty, which makes sense. It's the 1600s. It's so for to me that most of the stuff was realistic, except one thing, which was the main character. Like it's like everyone else is like looks completely in sync with the time period, and the main character is always clean. Um, that was a weird thing to me. Apparently, that's one thing that turned the movie off of my girlfriend for some reason. There's a couple of really cool kill scenes I'm not going to get into, but there's one that's extremely surprising somewhere in the middle of the movie, and I was like, "What the hell?" Um, there's a few I felt unnecessary scenes. Um, Sorry, I'm saying so much. I've never done this before. Actually, I say it all the time in my videos. I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, like there's some dream sequences which I'm not going to divulge of any details of what happens in them, but it's to me, I felt those were a little unnecessary. Um, Apart from that, there was that's my main gripe. There's a couple of gripes I have towards the end. The end is very, very satisfying, but there's a couple of sort of like things that are on the side of realism that I didn't particularly like. I'm not going to get into that, of course. That's all spoilers. Uh, Apart from that, in the screenshots I saw of the film, which because there's no trailer for this movie, I kind of had to go out on a limb based on the description and the actual photos of the film, that the screenshots. One thing I felt that was very underutilized was there were a lot of people. There's a few screenshots of people wearing the plague doctor masks. I love Plague Doctor masks. I think they're really cool looking. They they are in the movie. They are used, but I felt as if they could have been used a lot more because the pictures I saw made them. That's kind of what attracted me to the film. Kind of looked creepy. I felt like maybe there would have been more of them in the movie, and they are more into a few scenes here and there, and it wasn't a huge focus, and then it switches off to some other stuff, which I guess makes sense because things happen after she becomes accused of being a witch. So I suppose there's no reason to have them in there, and it was more for um, the realism of the period or the what am I gonna say? How would I say it? The sort of the aesthetic, I suppose, and it's just not really needed at the point that they kind of disappear. Um, a lot of the characters are great. Some of them you're gonna absolutely hate them, and that's the point. The landlord, you can hate Robert Pietrui's character, his sort of person that follows him around. I don't know her name. So, but that's really my thoughts on the movie. I thought it was good. It was a interesting movie. It felt like with Shriner General. Oh, one last thing. I was listening to the radio and they were talking about this movie, and they said there was a lot of torture, and my girlfriend's mother was like, "Oh, I don't like that." It turns out that, at least to me, and I guess everyone else that was watching, that I mean, yes, there are some teens that might make you queasy, but it really wasn't as bad as what that person on the radio made it out to be. I was pleasantly surprised because I'm not really all that into torture scenes in films. So for me, I was happy to see some of the stuff that they could have shown, because obviously they back in the day they really tortured witches. So but yeah, that's really my thoughts on the movie. I thought it was good. It's around I guess a 7 or an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Is it his Neil Marshall's best movie? No, but it's good. It's watchable. I would suggest either getting it, like watching it, or buying it on DVD whenever that comes out. Watching it at your local festival if it's possible. That's if they have an online version. COVID kind of messed up festivals pretty bad. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do a film review for pretty much every movie I see. Um, Unless I have zero opinion on it and there's nothing good or bad about the movie and I don't have anything to say, which that would be very surprising. Anyways, thanks for watching. I think this is one of the first videos where people see my face. So there's that. Yeah, this is me. Hi. I look like shit. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day.